In this review we look at another Caterpillar model from Diecast Masters, but it's something different. At first it seems to have the normal external shipping carton, but inside is a different Cat branded box. And the box tells us that the model inside has a matte silver finish and it's a Caterpillar D11T. So let's proceed to open up the yellow box and see what's inside. And what's inside is a grey box. Or perhaps more accurately, it's trying to be a dull silver colour. It is a presentation box, and if we lift the lid, the first thing we can get out is a small Diecast Masters brochure. It's the 2019 version, and inside it gives details of the range of Caterpillar models. After that, there's some protective packaging to remove, and it consists of shaped plastic formers which are held together with an elastic band. After some effort we can set the model free, and that includes removing protection that's on the crawler tracks. Now at this point we can see that the model sits on a plastic stand, but to complete the presentation there is a protective film on the base, and we need to remove that to get the final finish. There's no assembly to do on the model because it's complete out of the presentation box. We'll start with the box, and in the top of the lid there is a photo of the real machine. And the base is perfect for displaying the model because it's got a mirror finish. There's also a very nice etched nameplate that tells us that this is the JEL version. To look at the model in detail, let's remove it from the presentation case. And starting underneath we see the model has the original number of the painted version and the new model number for this silver version. The modelling underneath is good with the transverse beams visible, and the crawler tracks have bolt head details. You can also see the detailing on the underside of the blade. Moving to the track frames, and the model looks very good, and the silver paint really seems to make the model details stand out. And you certainly can't tell which parts are plastic. At the back, the big ripper assembly looks impressive, and that big ripper tooth looks suitably menacing. There are hydraulic hoses, and these are modelled in black. Looking at the outside of the cab, there is fine detailing including wipers, and the only other compromise on the silver colour are the black metal handrails. Looking further around the cab top, you can see how the details seem to stand out even more with this matte silver paint, and that also applies to the textured walkways around the cab. In the engine area, the silver colour disguises the hinges on the opening panels, and the various grab rails and handrails are in black. There's a nice grille at the front of the machine and a tiny cat logo, and other small details include hydraulic hoses. Also particularly impressive is the large blade with its wear plates at the bottom, and the nice matte finish looks great too. At the top, the see-through grating also looks more impressive in this colour scheme. The D11T is mounted slightly high in the presentation case, so it's easy to roll the tracks by hand. It's also possible to work some of the other functionality, and we'll start with the ripper at the back. And you just want to be sure you don't scratch that mirror surface. But on this model it's nice and smooth in action. And another thing we can look at is an opening engine cover, and you can see that the engine parts are also matte silver. Moving to the front of the machine, we can have a go at operating the big dozer blade, and it satisfyingly can be raised to a good height. As we lower the blade like some rookie operator, hopefully we don't damage the mirror surface. But the other very good functionality is the ability to tilt the blade forward. On the opposite side of the machine there's another opening engine cover, and things like the hinges are much less noticeable in this colour scheme. Should models like this have an opening panel? Well, it's an open and shut case. This model doesn't come with a scale operator figure, but you can still remove the roof to take a look inside. And that's nice to do because you can see that the seat is also silver, and you can see the cat logo clearly on the seat back. Another feature on the model is the rotating staircase, and that unclips from the side and folds down to give access. The Cat D11T from Diecast Masters was already a high quality model, and there's no doubt that in this matte silver finish it's a stunning model. The high quality paint seems to make the detailing stand out even more, and the overall high quality presentation makes the model feel really special. It is excellent.